Hello everyone, it's Lisa here from Arcane Stellar with a pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is a redo, I guess, of an older one I've done in the past, and it's a do they want you? So we can find out, do they want you, in what way, and all that other stuff, okay? So I want to say a quick thank you before I start real fast to Lizzie. Lizzie got me the Enchanted Spell Oracle, which I'm using today in this reading, and it finally came, Lizzie! Yay! It took a long time. It was shipped, actually, not through Amazon, through somebody else. And yeah, I'm super excited because I was really wanting this deck. I had my eye on it for a while. Anyways, yeah, so 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can go ahead and find your timestamps down below. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, as well as, my Amazon wish list. Anybody who gets something off there, either wish list, always gets a reading as a thank you, as long as you make sure to, well, not as long as, I'll still try to find you, but try to include your email or your Instagram so I can get a hold of you. Just makes it easier for me. Otherwise I'll be like shouting like the guy from the movie where he's like, I'll find you. Yeah, that'd be me. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start the reading now. I'll see you there. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 1 with the, the Aura Rose Quartz, this is your reading. So, funnily enough, I've been having this song, every time I think of the title of this video, I have the song Don't You Want Me, the 80s song, like, don't you want me? I can't believe, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here with me, so I have the song, like, in repeat in my head. We have Hina, Courage. So I'm starting out with some Oracle cards, and then we'll add some Tarot in. Prosperity. Here and Now. Your true love is already a part of your life. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Decisions. So we got some decisions. And Provoker. There's something, your person understands that in some way they've got to make a decision. That's for damn sure, because we have 2 decision cards. So there's been some kind of either revelation that they've had, or perhaps you've told them specifically, and it seems like they're being provoked right now into a decision, whether you have anything to do with it or not. It does seem to me that they're trying to get up some kind of courage. With the here and now, your true love is already part of your life, and prosperity, it does give me the feeling that this person does want you in some way. But what do they want? Let's find out. Spirit, for those that chose pile number 1, does a person want them? Yeah, we got the 8 of Wands. Yeah, so there's definitely a desire here with the 8 of Wands. It's a quick, fast desire, definitely. They could be wanting to message you or communicate with you here as well. We got the Queen of Swords. So they could be seeing you as, okay, that could be where the courage is coming in. They might be a little bit afraid to approach you in some way. Maybe they think that you're angry with them, or they might think that you'll give them the cold shoulder. Whoop. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. But they can't really let go. But I think they're having a hard time. Like, maybe in the past they've been wishy-washy. It's like they can't let go, but they can't make a move. They can't let go, but they can't make a move. That type of energy. Hello, puppy. One second, let me just keep shuffling. Whoa, that one's flying. Okay, so it seems like with the Strength card, in the past perhaps they've held back or tried to keep themselves moderated in terms of this connection. Even though I do see Strength card as representing a connection which usually there's a lot of patience revolving around that Strength card. There has to be a held back. It's usually a strong bond, but it takes a while. Yeah, and look at what just tried to pop out. The Hanged Man. So yeah, I feel like this is somebody who's held back a lot in the past. But there's been some sort of renewal here with the Ace of Wands. They're wanting to make a move. I see a lot of passion here. A lot of, I had a word in my head and then it slipped. Invigoration? Is that right? Invigorate? You invigorate them? That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. It seems like they're feeling invigorated, and they know that, I feel like this person at now, yeah, so I would say yes, they want you. At this time, it seems like they understand that they have to make a quick decision. I wonder I don't want to, I guess, pull too much information on this just because there's so many different people that could be watching this. So I don't want to exactly, like, go into why or what or how. Not why or what or how, but, like, all the details, because you guys might have different situations. But let's just see. Those that chose pile number 1 expect some action from this person in the near future. Let's see about that. Ooh, the Lovers. The choice is made. What kind of choice? Does seem like there might be some. Let's see here. What kind of action? The World usually talks about some kind of good news coming in or something. I do wonder if this is indicating... Okay, I see some communication for sure. With the Ace of Swords. It seems like you guys are going to get some kind of closure or understanding of where this is going. I don't want to say what it is for each of you, depending on what they decide. They want you, but does that guarantee that they're going to pursue you? Not exactly. That's not what this reading is so much about. But it seems like there will be some kind of action taken in the near future. A choice will be made, and there will be some kind of closure to this, depending on whether it moves forward or, you know, kind of falls away. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to make some kind of move towards you. So I want to get some advice for you guys. So for those of us pile number 1, can we get some advice about the situation? I'm going to take 3 advice cards, and you can go ahead and... You can go ahead and take your pick on which kind of advice you want to take. That one. Okay, so you can go ahead and take a moment if you'd like. Look at the cards and see which one is kind of drawing you in terms of advice for the connection. And then I'm going to flip them over, okay? So pile number 1, spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. So this could be, you know, letting you know that maybe not being afraid to speak up to this person, or to even just live your life in the meantime while they're making their decision. For instance, don't let them affect your self-esteem, especially if they've been acting wishy-washy. For those of you that chose 2, it says start a revolution, protest. Some of you might need to tell this person off. And then we have villain. You can always rewrite the story. So, interesting. These are interesting pieces of advice. It's definitely showing, I think, to each of you, there's a lot of power on your side in terms of this, that you're being encouraged to use that power in some kind of way, whether it's to rewrite the story in a way that better suits you in your, you know, well-being. So that could be like, you know, moving on, for instance, or, you know, confronting this person in some kind of way. But that's interesting. We have 28 and 38. So... that's what I've got for you guys that chose pile number 1. Yeah, I would say that they want you. I think that there's a burning desire here on this person's part. I think that they do lack some courage. I think they've understood that it's you that they want. I think there's a recognition of that. And I think that they understand as well that there's something that's provoked them to want to take some kind of action. And it could be that they understand that time's running out. If they don't make a move, you know, they're going to lose their chance completely. So... I'd watch out. For most of you, this person's probably going to be communicating something, or you're going to get some kind of a closure, for sure. In like, I would say the upcoming month or so, hopefully. But yeah, even if it's, well, I asked what their action would be, so yeah, I would say that the Ace of Swords would be from them. But maybe for a few of you, it could be that you come up to your own conclusion. But, yeah, that's what I've got for you, pile number 1. I really do hope that this reading resonated with you. It helped you out in understanding your person. I would definitely say that they do want you. I I think you probably also, I want to just say again, I think that you do provoke some kind of provocative thoughts in them. There's a lot of passionate thoughts, so that's kind of interesting. But anyways, with that being said, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, as well as like my Amazon wish list. And as many of you know, I always get something for somebody. I always do a reading for anybody who gets something off my wish list. So just an option if you'd like it. And yeah, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, friends. If you chose pile number 2 with the Rainbow Moonstone, this is your reading. So let's see and check out, does your person want you? We've got Hell, Rebirth. Interesting imagery there. I feel for some of you, there could be 2 sides to this person. For sure. Maybe they want it. I feel like, okay, let's just keep going. We have innocence. Ooh, okay. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. And we have longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Okay. Okay, so I do feel... Does this person want you? For those of you that are here to want to, you know, question whether they want you sexually or not, yeah, I would say that they do. In fact, for some of you, they could put on an innocent type of front. They might act quite innocent, or you wouldn't guess it by, maybe it's your intuition that's telling you that they feel a certain way, rather than anything. It seems like this person's secretly longing for you, though, and they do have a lot of sexual desire. It's interesting because it may not go beyond that, but maybe that's just what you're interested in as well. We have patience, which is interesting as well. It seems like this person, you might have been waiting for them for a long time, or they've been kind of patiently waiting for something to change. That could be something else here. We also have 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is interesting because I feel like there are probably a few different stories here and different types of people and stuff, but one thing I'm getting is that perhaps for some of you, you could be in a connection already, or in a situation where they can't really come towards you, and perhaps this person has hidden sexual feelings. Okay, the 8th house can be about hidden things, and endings and beginnings, of course, as well, as it says on the card. I wonder if for some of you this person is waiting for something to end before they begin. You know what I mean? Because we also have that rebirth card as well. So perhaps they're trying to keep the connection innocent, but deep down there are longings. Let me just pull some cards here. Does the person on their mind? Yep. Yepperoo. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Cups. 2 of Cups, sorry, the Cups. The Cups. With the Wheel of Fortune, I would definitely say that they're waiting for something to change. So there is something, you guys, and I don't want to make specific predictions. Like for some of you, it could be a relationship. For some of you, it could be distance. It could be so many different things for different people. So I don't want to sit here and like ramble on all the different ways in which it might apply. But there's definitely... and you'll know intuitively probably what, or you might even know like point blank what it is. Something needs to change for this person to come forward. It could be on their end. It could be on your end. But there's definitely a patience here with this person. They're willing to wait it out, I feel. But they are waiting for that change. Look at for an ending. So there might be some kind of painful ending that has to happen in order for you guys to come together. Possibly. And that's interesting because of the 8th house as well, which can talk about Pluto, like something coming to an end, but regenerating. And usually it can be a bit painful in nature. It seems to me that they want to communicate with you really badly. If you haven't been in communication, what other things do you need to know about their person? Yeah, they might be wanting to communicate and reach out like something kind. To say something like maybe pay you a compliment or something. We have the King of Pentacles. So they might... it seems like they're kind of stubborn and maybe stuck in their place right at this moment. For some of you, this could be a boss figure, or a leader figure of some kind of husband. Or it doesn't have to be. I'm just throwing that out there for some of you. But it seems like there's a little bit of stubbornness. This is a person who can wait, though. The King of Pentacles knows how to wait. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles. This person can wait for a really long time. Maybe they like delayed pleasure or delayed gratification. They're just kind of sitting back and waiting, I feel like, for something to end. Yep. Page of Pentacles also. Willing to kind of put in that effort. And then we have the King of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of passion here and drive towards you. But again, the calmness of the Kings kind of comes in here. Because the King of Wands is going to be a lot more mature, for instance, than the Knight of Wands. There's going to be the ability, I would say, to, you know, kind of stay back and kind of not jump on everything that they might have when they were younger or more immature. And then we have the Page of Swords. So it seems like this person's maybe stalking you, kind of like, not stalking you, okay, but maybe trying to just kind of stay back and look and see what's going on, maybe investigating, you know, from afar in a way, and just trying to see what's happening with you. You know what I mean, before making any kind of moves. So they might be trying to see if something's changed in your life, or so that they feel like they could come forward towards you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and maybe pull actually some cards and see maybe for the majority of you what kind of action maybe you could expect from this person next. Or like, you know, I'd say like over the course of the next month, let's say. So over the course of the next month, Spirit, the majority of those that pick pile number 2, what action will their person take? They're waiting for the ending. They're waiting for the things to change. They're waiting for the world to change. Look at, we have the Queen of Swords. Look at how she's kind of looking back over at the Queen of Swords. Holding on to their pride, holding on to their, you know, stability, and just waiting for a word, sort of. Waiting for something to fall apart. Or waiting for the world to change or something. I don't know. It depends on what the situation is. But they're waiting for something. And it's some kind of ending. So I don't think that there's going to be an action. I feel like they're waiting for an ending of some kind to happen before they make a move, a proper move, for most of you. Okay? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, they definitely... There's a lot of attraction here. Intellectually and physically, I would say, as well. But I think that they... Yeah, I feel like for many of you, this person's tried to keep things innocent. Tried to not, like, kind of take it too far or anything like that. For some of you, might not have even had any sort of, like, action from them exactly. Or maybe in the past it's only been sexual, and they like to change that for some of you. But I'm going to go ahead and get you some advice. So I'm going to take 3 cards for advice. Hold on. And you can choose which card you're kind of drawn to. Advice for this connection, Spirit. Oops. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that. I was kind of cheating. I was trying not to flip them over. So you can choose a card here as your advice for this person. And we've got fertility. Interesting. So with fertility, I guess that would be looking at your own abundance and you're taking care of yourself, realizing your worth, and perhaps just nurturing yourself in some way. Perhaps that kind of depends on where you're at in life, but kind of apply it. How can you help yourself at this time in terms of this connection? Would that be not focusing on it, or would it be, if you wanted this to go somewhere, making some kind of steps, like kind of planting the seeds and making them happen? You know what I mean? Apply it. And then we have forgiveness for those of you that chose this card. So maybe there's some forgiveness needed. Maybe you need to cut some kind of ties, forgive this person perhaps in some kind of way. Maybe in the past that they weren't ready to move on something because of a certain situation or something like that. Maybe there's some forgiveness needed, even if only for yourself. And then we have peace for those of you that chose the last one, which you probably saw. So maybe this is about making peace with this person, or making peace with yourself, or trying to, something about peace, obviously. And it could be being as patient as them, or again, reaching out. For some of you, I wonder if you're drawn to both of these. Because for some of you, it might be that you need to reach out and, perhaps make amends if you want to. Or make amends with yourself and move on, of course. It just depends on where this connection has been and where you feel like it's going. But it seems like they're waiting for you to change something, though. That's the interesting thing. Or maybe they're waiting for their own situation to change, but yeah, I don't see any moves kind of coming. So let me know how it resonates, guys. I'm kind of curious about how that's going to resonate. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, all that information is down below in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, as well as a link to my Amazon wish list where you can also purchase readings. And yeah, I hope that this, finds you well and healthy and happy, and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all next time, okay? Lots of love. Bye-bye. Hey, if you guys chose pile number 3 with the smoky quartz, this is your reading. So let's find out, does this person want ya? Don't they want ya? Okay, let's find out. Okay, so we've got individuality. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It will be a failure, I'm sure. But very beautiful card. So it's interesting because that kind of is telling me that this person's very focused on their own individuality, I would say. So that's kind of an interesting start here. We'll just see what else happens. We have rebirth. Elder rebirth. So there's definitely some kind of change in this person at this time. Let's just find out where this is going. We have new love. So a new love, or recommitment to love, is developing. And we also have second chance. Okay, so for some of you, it looks like this person could want to actually have a second chance with you. So would you say, do they want you? Especially for I guess there's probably two different people in two different types in this pile. Either this is a new person, or somebody who wants a second chance and new love. It could go either way. We have acceptance as well. And lunar eclipse change. Ooh, interesting, because I do wonder if this person has been going through some kind of internal changes because of the eclipses that we've been going through over the summer. There have been quite a few eclipses. So maybe for some of you, this person could have like Cancer placements or something, or like or into Capricorn placements, or Aries or Libra place. No, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, or Aries or Libra placements, because a lot of the actually eclipses weren't they? Most of them were in Cancer and Capricorn. No, not well. I don't know. Some of them were solar. They weren't all lunar, but anyways, some of them were solar. But we have that lunar eclipse, so it does make me feel like maybe there's something that's been going on internally in the emotions, for sure. Usually the lunar eclipse does talk about inner changes rather than outer. Solar eclipse will represent more outer changes, where you're going to actually see results in the tangible world, generally. But with the lunar eclipse, the changes are much more internal and inside. And of course, these things can develop over time. Usually, you've got quite a few months, especially with lunar eclipses, to see what's going to play out. It's like a chord is struck, and then you kind of see where it's going to go from there. For some of you, I want to see. I'm going to pull out the cards and see what's kind of going on here, because I see a few different things here. What's going on with this person? What is going on? Those are just found number 3. What is going on with this person? Okay, so we've got the Magician telling me that this person wants to manifest you perhaps into their life, into their being. But look, we have the Hermit. So it seems like there's a separation here of some kind for most of you. Yeah, the Hermit usually talks about a period of celibacy or not being together, kind of being separated. So again, there could be an energy of no talking. And then we have the Star. So there's a desire to heal things. You know, I'm going to tell you, I feel like for many of you, this person would love to give you this love offer, or to, you know, offer a piece of their heart. But I feel at the same time that this person wants to, I do wonder if you guys are dealing with somebody who's kind of wanting to keep their autonomy, like, they're trying to keep themselves in their own individuality. It's like they want to have a second chance, but they want it on their terms, perhaps. Or they don't really want to sort of... It's like, for some of you, this person might want, especially if you've been in a previous connection with them, they might want to repair things to be friends and maybe more in the future, but not exactly commit. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because I feel like in the way that they want you, or the way that they're doing things, it doesn't make you happy. It's not satisfying. We have the Four of Cups. It's like, I don't feel like their offer is good enough for you in some way. What they're willing to give you. It seems like it's not enough. And in whatever way that's going to resonate with you. For some of you too, it's like they might be accepting that this can't be for some reason as well. That they can't really take this any further. Oops. Oh my gosh, sorry. Look at that, what fell out. The Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So this person's feeling kind of like, for some of you, I do wonder if you've kind of rejected this person in some way, or like kind of kicked them to the curb, or told them off in some way. Maybe because they were being too individual for some of you, and they were just kind of not really, they weren't really focused on you as much as they were focused on themselves, perhaps. But I feel like this person feels a bit rejected at this time. Maybe they're accepting that they can't have a second chance, even though they like one. Maybe they messed up so badly or something in the past that they can't really get the second chance. With this Three of Wands, I can't help but think that this person's like checking you out. Look at her binoculars. Aren't those adorable? She's like checking things out. So maybe for some of you there's some distance here, or you guys just aren't kind of communicating a whole lot or seeing each other a lot lately, and the way that they can see you is only from like a distance. So that could be like through social media, for instance. So we have the Two of Swords. So it seems like they're stuck in a place of indecision, I'll be honest. For the majority of you, this person isn't really sure what to do. They're kind of just staying stagnant at the moment. They might be in acceptance, you know, trying to turn off their heart space because they're trying to accept that this isn't going to happen. Maybe for some of you too, it's like you are focusing on your individuality. But I do feel like there's been some kind of recognition here. But look at this Two of Swords and the Moon. I feel like this person's not really trying to get too much in their feelings, is what I want to say. There could also be a lot of self-doubt and fears and worries regarding this connection as well. For those of you who are like, this is like a new person, by the way, because I'm kind of, I guess, focusing on the ones where this might be a complicated connection. For those of you where it's like a new love situation, I'm going to pull new cards for you guys, for those of you that are in that situation. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. I just don't want to ignore, you know, the different, for some of you it might be like that this is like somebody you don't know that well. Okay. So for those of you who this is a new love situation, you bring a lot of happiness to this person. There's definitely something that shines about you. Oof. So we have the Five of Swords. That indicates like conflict or regret perhaps at times. Maybe they don't know how to communicate very well. Maybe they flirt in a way that's kind of like makes them an a-hole. And maybe they're not very good at communicating like they know it. But they can't be authentic for some of you. Maybe they're too busy at being independent to kind of connect to you for some of you. Sorry, I keep dropping cards like everywhere. Well, I definitely want to say that you cheer this person up. You make them happy, even if they don't act like it. This is specific, I guess, for some of you. Let's see here. Seems like we're getting that Magician here. So it does seem like they were wanting to manifest something between the two of you. This person is also a person of self-control, of mastery. They do have a very individualistic attitude. They might be a bit of a loner at times, and it might be hard for them to connect with other people. And with the Magician, we have to remember the Magician sometimes can put on a facade. The Magician has a lot of power. The power of word, the power of, like all these different elements. So again, this is somebody that can be kind of a trickster sometimes in terms of how they behave. So maybe this person tries to act a lot more in control, carefree, and all this stuff rather than what they are. Oops. Seven of Pentacles. Let's see what it happens. Seven of Pentacles. This person might not feel like they have a whole lot. This person might have some insecurity as well. We have that Five of Cups coming out. There could be a little bit of sadness here. Maybe that's why they move so slow, because they've had previous sadnesses. And so maybe they're just kind of trying to accept it for what it is. Maybe they have a pessimistic look for some of you. Like, it's like they like you a lot. You bring a lot of happiness, but there might be a little pessimism in them in regards to this connection. This could be somebody who's been jaded or something in their life. Okay, what kind of action can you guys expect? For those that chose pile number 3, what kind of action can they expect from their person? The majority watching. For the majority watching, what kind of action? Okay, Justice. So Justice indicates to me that some kind of scales will be balanced. Ooh, the Devil and Peace. And Nine of Cups. So it seems like this person wants to kind of bring things to a balance here with the Temperance and the Justice, both about balance, both about peace. As an action, this might be, I'll be honest, like as an action, this might be thinly disguised flirting here with the Devil in the middle and the Nine of Cups. It could be that they just try to remain being indifferent or seeming indifferent, or just accepting the situation and not trying to push it very further, but subtly sort of flirting, if you know what I mean, or kind of reaching out or something. It seems like this person can't get enough of you in some way, but I feel like this person does want to have some kind of like peace, I would say. So that's what I think you guys could expect. I'm going to go ahead and get some advice for you guys. And I'm going to do it with these cards. So I'm going to pull them off screen just because I don't want to spoil you. So advice for So we got 1. We got 2. So 3. So for the, oh wait, sorry, choose one as your advice. We have transform. So rise above any situation and become the best version of you. So in this case, it's obviously whatever's the best, for you is what you need to do. If you need to rise above the situation, like if this person's been weird or back and forth or difficult, again, that could be calling for you to transform out of this connection, or to see above in some kind of way. For those of you that chose the second card, we have self-care, tend to your garden. So there's this, need to take care of yourself instead of focusing on this person, maybe focusing on your own individuality here. And then I want to, number 3, wildflower, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So again, I'm seeing 3 messages that kind of resonate all together. Taking care of yourself, transforming your own self, and, not being bound by this person and their attitude or their choices. You know what I mean? You're above being a choice or an option. But I do feel like this person's going through some emotional changes. So, if you want to be there for them as a friend, that's one thing. If they're toxic, I would probably just, remove them. Do they want you? In a way, I think they do. I would say yes, but I feel like it's still developing in some kind of way. Let me just see if I have any final messages here. I know I kind of rambled in this one a little bit. Kind of went longer than I thought I would. Yeah. But I just, in some sense here with individuality and acceptance, it's like they want you, I feel like, but it's like they're willing to accept it as it is, sort of, because they are just more concerned about their own independence or their own individuality rather than, doing something. But I think there are some changes coming, but are they going to be in time or enough? You know what I mean? That's the thing. So I hope that this reading helped you, or, in some kind of way, and maybe gave you some kind of insight. I would love it if you left me a like, comment, subscribe if you want. And if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box and going to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading. And then as well, there's always my Amazon wish list. I have 2 of those, and you can always, if you get something off of there, I always do a reading as a thank you. So anyways, guys, I'm really wishing you all the very best, lots of love, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Hello, so if you chose pile number 4 with the pre-night, this is your reading. Let's get into it and see. Does your person want you? In what way? What's going on? All that good stuff. So let's see. We've got, Amaterasu. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It says inner beauty. That's really interesting. It feels like this person definitely values your inner beauty. This person finds you beautiful on the inside. And that definitely tells me that there's a strong emotional connection. Because a physical connection, those are great, but this goes beyond that. This goes beyond that surface level connection. This is a person who really admires you for who you are in your heart of hearts, in the ways you behave, the ways that you treat other people. This person admires that. So already I'm getting the sense that they might want you in some kind of way, but let's keep going. We have contemplation. That makes me feel as if this person's contemplating a little bit. They might be thinking about what they want out of the situation. This could be a time where they're kind of reevaluating their feelings, their thoughts, and desires in regards to you. I definitely feel that there's this inner pull. But again, contemplation also talks about a quiet energy, an inner energy. So again, I feel like a lot of things are under the surface of this person. You're not quite perhaps getting it at a surface level. We also have friendship. Okay, some of you guys, this is a friendship. Perhaps for some of you, this is a friend. It says this friendship is leading to more. So this could be where the contemplation is coming in at. This is a friendship that they're not sure what to do with. They really find you very... I will say for some of you, this might be a friend zone situation, but let's keep going here. Because we have obstacles. It says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Now, taking that quote into consideration, it's possible that there are wounds here, but as well with obstacles, I just kind of pay attention to that word up there, just because I feel like that's going to represent the energy probably the best, in terms of how many people might be watching this in different situations. But it seems to me that there's some kind of obstacles to this person wanting you. I would say that this person values you a lot. I wouldn't say, and I just want to be bluntly honest here, that I'm not sure that they want you in a way that's, for instance, sexual in nature, okay? I wouldn't say that they want you in a way at this time. It seems like this person's in their head about this connection right now. It seems like there's potential for more. We also have positivity. This person feels good around you. They like you. They genuinely do like you. They like your heart. They like your soul. And we have Saturn return age. So, interesting with Saturn return. Some of you might be going through a Saturn return. They may be going through a Saturn return. This can indicate different ages. 27 to 31 or so, I think. That age group. Also in the 50s, I want to say. 50, around that. I mean, the late 50s, sorry. The late 50s, I know, because my father-in-law is actually not father-in-law. Sorry, my mom's husband was actually recently going through his Saturn return, and she's about to go through hers, and I know she's in her late 50s, so I'm guessing. Anyways, just saying. This could be it, but Saturn return could be about restrictions. There might be some tests that you guys are going through with this person at this time, or they could be going through some life tests, even if it's not that age group. It doesn't have to be. It just talks about Saturn returning to its place in the chart is just about, having to face some obstacles, challenges in your life and prove your worth in some way, or, see if you can get over them. Can you knock down obstacles? Wherever Saturn is in the chart, you gotta work harder for it, unfortunately. It may not come all easy, but you can have amazing rewards once you get past that. And that usually starts to show up in your mid-30s to 40s. But I mean, of course, it depends on where it's at and how you master it. But it does indicate to me in this spread that this person has some kind of, there are obstacles, there are perhaps responsibilities that are felt that need to be, followed. Let's see. Does pile number, one second. Does pile number 4's, does it just pile number 4's person? Does pile number, oops. Queen of Swords. There's definitely an intellectual connection here. The Chariot. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's some stuff that they need to resolve first before they get to that place. I do feel like this is kind of a bit of a friend zone pile, I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person admires you greatly. They love your mind. I feel like there's potential here in the future. So maybe there's need to develop this further. To put in more effort with this person. With the Lovers there is a soul connection here. There's a desire to get to know you. There's a desire to travel towards you, perhaps, physically, or to message you. We have the King of Swords. This person feels like you're their intellectual match. This is the type of person where you could talk all night. Maybe some of you have even done that with this person in the past or something. This is a person that you really just get on very well with. They definitely want to communicate with you, like, all the time. So, okay. Sorry, we have the Five of Wands and the Emperor. There could be some competition here. Or they could feel that there are obstacles. Again, the Five of Wands can talk about competition or obstacles or this kind of energy here. With the Emperor. There could be... Well, I'm just going to throw it out there just in case. For some of you, there could be like a marriage or something, or a father figure, or a husband, or responsibilities here that are kind of interfering. Again, it's going to depend on your age group and all these other different factors, of course. But it seems like there are a little bit of they could see you as having somebody else, that maybe they're competitive. But I just want to say here, okay, I'm just going to summarize here. I do feel like this person wants you in some way. They don't exactly know what. I don't think it's sexually yet. Okay, I think that this person has more of an intellectual friendship connection with you. I think there's potential for romance in the future. I feel like there's some changes that need to happen in order for this to kind of come together. It seems like there are some obstacles at this time, and this could be, again, there are some obstacles here, and that's going to probably depend on your own situation. So you're going to have to, see how it fits with you. What kind of obstacles? Is it distance? Is it, different schools? Is it parents? Is it, somebody's in a relationship? You know what I mean? Apply it to your own situation. But, this person thinks of you in a high light, so I wouldn't feel sad about it. I mean, there's a lot. I feel like that there is potential here, like I said, for them to want something more in the future. I feel like they're still kind of trying to understand what it is and where it could go. Let's get some advice for you guys. So I'm going to get 3 cards. Oh my gosh, sorry, I dumped them. Let's get advice for that number 4. Okay, I got some advice for you. So you can choose which card you feel drawn to, and I'll go ahead and show you. So for this one, we have protection. So maybe this is about protecting this connection. For some of you, maybe if this is a friendship, protect that and nurture the friendship. Even if it can't be something more, if you truly love someone, you can wait for this to blossom, in due time. Okay. It could also be about protecting your own self, though, too. If you've felt like this is a heartbreaking situation and you need to pull back, don't be afraid to protect yourself as well. And then we have pile number 2. Number 2, we have career. Interesting. So career could be a factor here in this connection for you. It could be that maybe you guys work in different places because of your career, or maybe this is a call for you to focus on your own career and your goals, for instance, if you don't have a career. Maybe if you're younger or something and you're like, I don't have a career. Maybe it's about focus on your future and let this, see where this goes on its own time. Just focus on yourself and your goals. And then we have friendship. For some of you, just need to leave this as a friendship, okay? At least for now. Look at that, friendship. This is somebody that really, really genuinely cares about you as a friend. But they might not be ready for anything more right now. That's really the vibe I'm getting for a lot of you. I don't think this is a bad person by any means. If this person's been mean to you and toxic, I really don't feel like this is the pile for you. I think I'd probably pick a different one. Because this person, I'm getting really good vibes off of them. I feel like they're a very good person. They just don't see it at this point. Or they're kind of just dealing with these feelings, sort of like they're not quite sure what to do with them. And this could be somebody with a lot of responsibility. They might be somebody who puts a lot of responsibility on themselves to make the right choices, and they might be thinking, okay, well, if I go towards something, is this going to be the right choice for the future? Is it going to ruin things? This is somebody who thinks, ideally. And that's what I think you might be dealing with. So I hope that gives you some insight into your, whether this person wants you or not. And maybe, I hope it gives you some advice anyways. And I really do appreciate you guys for being here, for watching all the way through. If you're still listening to me, I'm sending you lots of love. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading, as well as a link to my Amazon wish list. So anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. Just be sure to include an email or a Instagram. I'm on Instagram a lot, so, or you can always email me and let me know. Some people will email me. They'll reach out. My email's somewhere in my stuff here on YouTube. arcaneandstellar@gmail.com, basically. But yeah, take care of yourselves, guys, and like I said, sending you lots of love, wishing you lots of blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.